this week's show, Slackliners.
And Shoredykes Farms in Northumberland.
And this week we'll have a report on Greener Living magazine.
So we're really excited this week because we've got two reports from different parts of the world. We've got Miguel from Positive TV Portugal, who's just landed there, with his first report called Slackliners. What was that all about?
Slacklining? Well, I don't really know what slacklining is.
Fantastic, though.
It is, looks very good. You'll have to watch the report to see what it's all about.
And then
we'll all be doing it.
Yes, absolutely. Next week you'll find us there.
Yep.
And then I went to Northumberland to meet the team up there introducing this wonderful organic farm which tells us about organic farming and bees, and it's just wonderful. So well done, Positive TV North.
Very good. And then during the week we'll be sending out our special Green Living magazine. It's a new consumer magazine that's going out in lots of supermarkets. So look out for that and look out for our report.
Fantastic. So come back next week and do tell your friends about Positive TV.
Tell your friends.
Okay.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
One of the most magical things about slacklining is that people are not very used to see this like activity, so it gathers a lot of people. By gathering a lot of people, you have to communicate with them, and it obviously leads to, you know, lots of friendships and lots of relationships with people that you never thought, you know, that you'd meet them or talk to them. And the line basically shortens that distance between me and any other person that's walking on the street. So it's magical. I think it's magical for sure.
Remember when you used to be able to do magic? Magic. When you were...
It's, I'm on my left leg right now, and if I want to take a step, I just put my right foot there and I let go of the back one. So, as you can see, if you can practice one leg and then the other, and then you just do this, take off the back foot, it tends to be pretty simple. So, take off the back foot, and there's pretty much nothing to it except smile. It's always important. And toe to toe, keep the concentration, keep the breathing going, and this is the first goal. The first goal is to reach the end of the line. Woo! Then there's so many tricks that can be done on the slack line.
And since I started slacklining, I have noticing my balance is much better, and it helps. Slackline helps a lot the concentration, because you have to be really into it and thinking on what you're doing, because otherwise you'll just fall.
6 or 7. Used to be able to do magic.
When we have some spare time, normally on weekends we come to this popular places around Lisbon where a lot of people pass to basically show this to everybody who wants to look and take advantage to teach some people and get some more slackers on the line. This is the beauty of slackline. She just started 2 minutes ago, and she's on her 4th step or 3rd step. So nice. very nice.
It was a little bit shaky and pretty sunny.
It was really nice. Yeah, it was really nice.
It was fun. It was fun, and I just want more and more and more and more and more.
You gotta coordinate your physique and your body on the line, and then you can bust some moves. It's like really cool, and you can do it anywhere, and just need, you know, a couple of friends, spend a good time.
You're not going to do any kind of damage to yourself, and in the beginning it can be a really like a challenge, but then it's a click. It comes naturally.
Another great factor of slackline is that you have to concentrate, you know, you have to be here now. You can't be thinking about, you know, your girlfriend or the problems you're having with work or this or that. When you're on the line, you're on the line. If you're not going to be that successful. You're going to have fun, but, you know, not that much, because it's 10 times harder. So it really brings you down to earth, brings you down to the place where you are, and it puts a little, like, everything a little bit more into perspective.
Feel free to show up.
Positive TV today is at Shieldykes, which is, if I'm not incorrect, Dan, the first organic farm in the northeast.
It was one of the first.
It was one of the first, but you certainly set the trend. Get down, Ralphie. You set the trend for those that followed. You were one of the first people diversifying stuff. But would you just give us a little rundown on how long the farm, about the farm, where it's from, and where you're going? And how farming is today?
Yeah, well, we've been farmers on Shieldykes for 5 generations. Farmers have done numerous things to diversify their business, and one thing we did about 10 years ago was turn the farm organic. Back in 2002 we set up farm diversification called Convert Composting. The farm can benefit from putting compost on it, and also it's a saleable product. So what we do at Convert Composting is we take garden waste, the stuff that people cut from their garden and throw away, and we turn it into fantastic garden compost. So that's perfect. Watch, if I just press it, it crumbles. These are all of the household waste recycling centres that we take waste from in Northumberland. I was looking at organic produce in the supermarket, and I noticed that organic apples often came from Africa and places far away.
Right.
And looking into it, I realised that the UK supply of organic apples was absolutely minute. It turns out they can only supply UK organic apples into supermarkets in the UK for 10 days a year.
10 days?
10 days a year. I decided to plant a trial orchard.
Right.
So I took 500 trees and I planted them on the farm, and it looks a little bit odd, this sort of orchard in the middle of nowhere, because this is not apple growing country.
Right.
But what I've done, I've planted them in a grid format, which is planted to the same parameters that a commercial orchard would be planted. Then if they work on our land, in our climate, albeit at a much reduced yield, we'll be able to expand on a proper commercial basis.
The funny thing about that, Dan, is that at Positive TV we've got, if you pardon the pun, a big enough on it about saving bees, and bees of course need apple in order to be bees. And I'm going to use another daft metaphor here. It's a hive of inactivity at the moment, but apparently you're doing something about that as well, is that right?
We are. Bees are very important to all plants in pollination. So what we've decided to do is plant wildflowers all around the orchard.
Wow.
And this will attract bees in, but then we can use the bees to help pollinate our apple trees and bring fruit to the trees. We all know how important it is now, more than ever, to replace fossil fuel powered energy with something that's sustainable. So what we hope to do in the very near future is anaerobic digestion. Sounds cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I like that.
So what this is,
probiotic?
Whereas at the minute we compost garden waste in the presence of oxygen, so the bacteria and microbes work away breathing in basically. Anaerobic digestion is the same process but without oxygen, and different kinds of bacteria are present, and then what happens is methane is produced.
Never.
We can take this methane, simply clean it and then burn it and produce electricity.
Cool. You heard it here first. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of farming Dan Robinson, Shield Egg Farm. Thank you so much. Cheers.